We begin in Gatundu, the venue of a surprise event today as President William Ruto and his nemesis, retired President Uhuru Kenyatta, met and held talks. In separate statements, President Ruto and former President Kenyatta indicated that they had talks on a wide range of issues that include the prevailing situation around the IEBC and what the Kenyatta statement described as an atmosphere of hostility hanging over the country. And as Stephen Leto now reports, both sides seemed keen to give their own version of events as illustrated by the two separate statements released by President Ruto and former President Kenyatta.
Ishaweri village in Gatundu South is the cradle of independent Kenya's first family, the Kenyattas. Out of Ishaweri emerged a 30 seconds video, perhaps the shortest video in Kenya's presidential coverage history. And this split between the two presidencies. President William Ruto is said to have driven by road to Gatundu and was ushered in Uhuru Kenyatta's residence at exactly 12 noon. His journey to Gatundu caught his handlers off guard as he chose to drive in civilian cars with no sirens. Meeting that is said to have lasted for 3 hours only saw their handlers release a 30 seconds video clip as official footage from the meeting. A statement from State House, Nairobi, stated that the two leaders underscored the importance of cultivating a nationalistic, patriotic and harmonious working relationship among all Kenyans and stakeholders, including the three arms of government, religious leaders, civil society and other partners to ensure collective national stability and progress. The long and short road to Gatundu also saw the two leaders discuss the need to achieve broader and more inclusive political consensus in the governance of the country to accelerate the attainment of inclusive growth and fulfillment of the national development agenda. The meeting also touched on the IEBC, with President Ruto and retired President Kenyatta calling for the prompt resolution of the court matters regarding the constitution of the IEBC selection panel to facilitate the appointment of commissioners. A statement sent by the office of the retired president also noted that further to entrench Kenya's democratic credentials, the two leaders agreed that there is urgent need to reconstitute the IEBC in a similar transparent manner. Further, they noted that the continuous engagements are the solution to an all-inclusive democratic process. The meeting in Gatundu today is said to have taken place after a series of behind-the-scenes maneuvers that began when the two leaders met in Embu last month during a church event. The Embu meeting was tense with an unhappy crowd that had just witnessed the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua.
Mimi sina mengi ya kusema. Najua mimi sasa siku hizi mimi sina mastori mengi. Mimi naangalianga tu TV. Na kusikia radio tu.
Minutes after the meeting today, Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki said the rapprochement between President William Ruto and former President Uhuru Kenyatta works well for national unity, stability, and enables the country to collectively focus on addressing national development priorities. But will the meeting in Gatundu quell the storm in the mountain that appears to be drifting away? Stephen Leto, Citizen TV.